And as Jace has very courteously told us about, the Clint is going to be picked up.
It's very comforting for Peace, right? I mean, it's just his most comfort hero. The way he snowballs onto the Clint is just insane. But can he pull it off, though, against, Melissa? You have the likes of Melissa very thick, and then you have that Esmeralda. Jace, what are your thoughts?
To be honest, in a gold lane matchup between Melissa and Clint, it's definitely going to favor Melissa in the early parts of the game. But when when it starts to go into that big one-more team fight, the Melissa sometimes, depending on the positioning, will not be able to find the damage on top of that Clint. So it's all up to how Slate set up during the late game parts. But in Revival, if the way they stick together, I think that's where Melissa will shine. And to make it even better for the side of Slate, they're going to go for the Lilia and the Franco.
Yup, the Lilia and the Franco. So that's going to be a very good front to back. Okay, I just imagine the team fight in my head already.
Yep.
JPL could either, scenario A, JPL gets a hook, land it down, and then a nice follow-up from the rest of Slate. But on the other side of Revival though, I see a nice wombo combo at the same time. You have the Wild Charge, and then you have Fedrin just going in, giving out the slows, Sword opening up real world manipulation, and then Peace just unloads his whole clip as a Clint. Hits with a critical strike, just goes all out.
Abstract, is there a chance where the Fredrin may go to jungle for this one?
I highly doubt so, actually. I mean, if they do want an EXP laner that deals technically damage, it's already out of the...
Oh no.
It's already out of the equation.
Wait, Jorge jungle?
Jorge
jungle.
Yeah, Jorge jungle.
Okay.
The thing that I'm looking out for is someone that deals damage, someone that really is able to do heavy damage. And that was why I have been looking out for Amon time and time again in order to really shut down Slate's, one of Slate's biggest win potential and win condition is going to be the Melissa. But ultimately, picking up a Jawhead, yes.
Yeah.
Picking up a Jawhead is not a bad idea, of course. I gotta have to say, Jawhead is really good. He's got great lane potential. He's got great aggression as well all across the board. You are able to invade into the jungles. You do have that early game burst potential, and sometimes you don't even know where those damage is coming from. So, would that be a blind slap in the face onto Slate or not? That is going to be the question. But ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the final match of today. Game number 1 between Revival versus Slate. Who's going to be the one on top here in Sectum Island?
5 seconds.
Of course, ladies and
Woo!
gentlemen, on to the land of dawn we go. This is game number 1 between the 2nd seed and the 3rd seed. Revival revive itself all the way from the lower
Brackets?
bottom
Bottom of the table.
of the table to the top of the table, and the upper brackets, in fact, going up against one of our favorite teams in MPL Singapore. Let's see how they fare in their game number 1.
Very early up in
Wait,
state.
which
Adam
side of the map are we looking at?
Oh, look, the double instant level 2 here on the side of Slate. That's really 200 IQ plays there. So that gives you an extra skill right there. You're already at level 2. You're going to have much more advantage over Revival themselves. That's a very big play. I've never seen that happen.
That's actually quite interesting, but we have to look at how LY4 builds this Jawhead. But Gear, he may look a little bit low right here. QDX will get hooked right into the snap, but Ryan is already here. Gear is already a little bit low. Ryan taking forward. First blood goes over to Revival.
And a very, very intense, lethal Wanderer contest coming out from Slate. That was just so intense. They're just going in, trying to catch it out, but Ryan eats a hook again and again.
Yeah,
But not Ryan securing, going all the way elbow deep just to get that first blood and the lethal.
Yeah, I like the fact that JPL is cosplaying Lozy right here on the Franco from the side of Slate. But I mean, the most important thing is Revival picking up that first blood is huge, right? Going up against Slate, that was a misposition coming up from Gear. But Gear, I think, should come online in terms of level 4 when the lethal counter comes online. The retribution is there. But I see how this Jawhead can contribute to that fight, right?
Yeah.
Ejector, Unstoppable Force, that's very good lockdown. Good CC. It acts like how a Barat would do it. It acts like how an Akai would do it. So quite big brain coming up from Revival, not gonna lie.
But it's very much of a singular target throw. But if you aimed it well,
On the enemy jungler, it does the same thing.
yes, exactly.
Yep, so we gotta see how Revival is gonna play this out, right? Now, the turtle has already spawned. LY4 is already in the area. Gear's inching a little bit closer. Slate is trying to dish us some damage, put it down. The wall will be built for now. Where are the members of Revival? They're not around there. Slate, I think they may have tried to give up because Revival is taking a turtle back and forth, turtle dance. It's the turtle that's dancing instead, but it's gonna be JBL. Can miss it a hook for now. Swirl go in real world manipulation. LI4, he takes the turtle away. And Slate, oh my goodness, they're losing another member.
JPL goes down right there, and just to break down that fight, Gear got isolated all the way back and didn't have a chance to even contest for the turtle. And
wow.
Instant demolished here from Ryan, taking out onto Adamir.
This revival is coming in with a storm. Slate, what is going on in this draft? 3 kills over to the side of revival already in early parts of the game. What are they doing wrong?
I mean, I think it's just the early game aggression from Slate there. They could be overextending, that's why they lost that first blood, and then Revival just took the lead and just started running with it.
Yeah, and now Slate, they have to hunker it a little bit down. Maybe they overheated just a little bit. Revival, on the other hand, you know, this is wonderful news for Revival fans. But let's take a look at the emblems. Vertigo, can you take us through?
Yep, and as you can see right here, FMM is going to go for the Electo Flash, giving him that extra mobility. Adamir going for that 10 gold whenever he hit a enemy, giving you extra gold just for that. JPL with the 50% respawn cooldown, and then Sailor with the Mystery Shop here with the Demon Slayer. On the other side, we have LY4 with the Demon Slayer also, and Swirl there getting the burn, Impure Rage on the... Well, he's trying to make everything out of this real world manipulation with that Impure Rage.
Yeah, LY4, just take a look at the items. That's a Blade of Hephaestus for the side of LY4. This Jawhead is gonna hurt. I played with this kind of build before, and it's actually
It's painful.
Quite serious.
Yep, it's really, really painful. He didn't even go for the boots. He's like, what boots? I'm just gonna go for an item. One full item, he doesn't even need the boots. And look at Peace peacefully farming on the top lane there with no disturbance at all, no contest. And he can just farm to his enjoyment, and he is way, way ahead of FMM.
Yeah, both the gold laners skipping the boots. You see Melissa only building up. In fact, they built the components of the armor first because, you know, Clint and Melissa does a lot of poke. You want to reduce that damage, so therefore you build a bit defensive in the early parts of the game. But now, Revival, they're already here at the turtle already. Adamir will be able to scout it all the way up, but FMM, he will be able to take down Peace at top lane.
Yep, and Peace finally taken down a one-on-one kill. I think even the turtle is gonna go down right here, but JPL having to use his ultimate there.
Oh my goodness.
No, does not have the flicker though. Still has the flicker, but the hook from JPL nearly catches out onto QDX Love.
But just take a look at the map, right? LI4 is already hard invading. Same to be said over the side of Slate, but okay, Gear will get caught up. QDX Love will wall charge Gear all the way up. Flickers will be used to get him back into safety. For now, they touch and they go.
Yep, and Slate right now, they're trying to play very passive. They're like, oh, can we take the fight? Let's take the fight. And then, you know, we can't take the fight. We can't stay that long. And out they go, disengage. Slate, they know how much can they go. Look at here. Look at this, one-on-one.
Ryan may have bitten more than control, but LY4 is already here. He's looking for free hugs. Unstoppable Falls will follow Gear all the way into the turret. Ejector ejects Adamir right into the enemy line. LY4 will take down JBL for now. Gear trying to desperately fight, but Adamir and Sailor is already here. The AoE damage coming in a little bit clutch, but the flash shows, oh no, he's out of position as Revival will take 3 members.
Fully out of position there. Adamir, Sailor, and JPL getting taken down. FMM still at the top lane. Gear running all the way back into the turret's nose for big safety right there. And no, that's just a loss on the side of Slate. Revival showing all signs of life, but so much resources have been used on the side of Revival.
This is uncalled for, ladies and gents. Revival, they're on form right here. The boot camp, I don't know what they have been eating during their boot camp, but they're actually showing results. This is not supposed to happen, especially Slate, the preferred team, but take us away with the replay.
Yup, Adamir gets ejected all the way back. Gear still trying to survive there, and a good shutdown from Sailor though, but the damage was just too much from LY4 to take. Sailor just gets bursted down. JPL instantly gets demolished, and Adamir just gets caught.
Yeah, but the fight ensues again. Topside FMM, the only one that should be able to do some damage is going to be Peace that falls for the second time. I think Slate right now, they have to play around the top side, which is their stronger lane. Push that turret down, and then, you know, we scale all the way to the later parts of the game.
Yep, and a Revival, we thought they're going to be turtling up. You know, the harder your shell, they are not turtling up right now. They are going full aggression with all the HP that they have. they are just going all out here.
They're definitely going all out. JPL, oh, that hook whizzed so dangerously across a Revival's gear, but now the turtle unfortunately will get reset for now. It's Adamir looking for some flanks, but here comes FMM already joining the fray. This is going to be a 5v4 if Revival doesn't take this properly.
Yep, Revival, if they do not take this properly, as you can see on the minimap right now, Peace is going to be coming down, Ryan's going to get the hook.
Oh, Slate, they know they don't really have the damage. They're just going to dance around. They're going to make FMM farm as much as possible. They're going to go into the later part of the game. But he's already here. But also, the real world manipulation zoning out the rest of members of Slate. But Sailor, he takes the turtle away as AoE damage and enemy coming in for Arman. Root at the same time. Gear, here's no way to run, but Peace will be able to take that down. But FMM, here comes the puppet and tears Revival apart. 2-for-1 for now.
2-for-1 there. What a intense catch. What an intense play. It all started from Ryan.
Oh, suppress. It is going to be slow, get suppressed, and Slate will pick another one to his name. They've been fighting for the time, and then all of a sudden, they've already catch up in the gold.
All of a sudden, it is equal, and now Slate is ahead in gold with 2k. Okay, close to 2k. You know, I can't math. Don't blame me on the math, man. But 2k in difference. Slate here having the good lead, very good change, very good catch up right now on the side of Slate. They're not giving this up easily to Revival.
Definitely Revival, yes, they may have the early game, but Slate, you know, they bide their time, they pick up the necessary items they needed. Just take a look at the FMM. 302 already has the Windtalker, the Scarlet Phantom, going into, I believe, Demon Hunter Sword as well. Because take a look, LI4, and Ryan is going to be building slightly tankier. There's also QDX Love that does a lot, that also is quite tanky. But take a look, the Jawhead from the side of LY4, the Blade of Hephaestus, Hunter Strike's already taken, so you do know that he's going to do an explosive amount of damage going into the tank too. As well.
Yeah,
that's correct.
And then he's going to go for that semi-tank build. LY4, he's on a different level, man. He's on a different level. But as you can see right now, Swirl on the Eve, he's going to build the Demon Boots and then the Burning Wand and followed by a Ice Queen Wand. So these two items is all it takes for a Eve.
Yeah, Revival is playing this massive one big team fight, but Slate didn't having nothing on it. They're looking for some pickoffs. We're using JPL, but Revival, they're playing super safe for now, but take a look at how Slate is positioned. Very spread apart. We're not going to accept these team fights. If you take one person, I will threaten to take other side. There's a lot of cosmetic plays happening for the side of Slate.
Yep, Slate playing for the bigger objective right now. They know that they can run away with the objective. As you can see, only the tier 2 top turret is still standing here, and the tier 2 mid turret, actually all tier 2 has been taken away by Slate. So that's a big W for me on the side of Slate though.
Yeah, Outer Turret means that you get more resources and gain more entries into Revival side of the map. But once you play going in, I think Revival, they know what's going on. Gear is already working on the Lord halfway through, but the main prize is right here. This bait from the side of Slate. So big brain, but Revival's here to come and come to basically punish that. FMM is still stuck all the way back. The Mother of the Puppet is actually doing some damage. JPL will not connect for that chain for now, but it's going to be Slate taking the Lord at the same time.
What a solo Lord there coming out from Gear. What a big play from Slate. Taking out Ryan, pushing all the resources on Ryan, and Revival was like, hey, we can take the fight here, right? And then big wild charge comes out.
And not only just that, I think it is Gear that actually took the orange buff away from Revival. So that's so a couple of these combo punches against Revival. Now Slate, they are in the driver's seats for once. After a disastrous early game, they're starting to collapse in terms of the mid game.
Yep, and then Slate, they are drafted for the late game here, honestly. They are drafted for very late game. This is going to be painful for Revival. But Revival, you have to remember this, Jace. They are having a very solid, hard shell right now on their backs. They're having their hard shell, and they could pop at any time. As you can see here, Adamir is going to be pushing some aggression on the tier 2 bottom turret, and he does take down the tier 2 bottom turret. Alongside, the top tier 2 turret is going to get taken down as well.
Yeah, so 3-prong attack happening for the side of Slate. Revival getting out macro. It is Slate not ready for a fight, and they bided the time. They got the necessary items, and Revival, they are now suffering for it. And now, Revival back against the wall once again, but QDX Love, he can build a wall to kind of trap it out. Look at how FMM is throwing those puppets right here. Just staying out of arm's reach. Revival can't even reach FMM for now.
Yep, and FMM still in safe hands, still in the protection of their bodyguard, and the tier 3 top turret is going to be chunked down by 50%.
Yeah, Gear. Oh, Gear did not take the purple buff away. LY4 will claim that for now. The hook. Oh, QDX Love eats it right in the face, but JPL will not be able to hook because of the CC immunity. Big brain coming up from QDX Love.
Yep, and that's the big brain coming out. Here comes the hook
Oh,
again.
finally!
This time he does not have it, but real world manipulation.
Real World Manipulation goes all the way in. Zones FMM out from the fight this time round, but the members of Revival are starting to falling like flies. And Slate, he's going all the way in. Sailor just pushing, punching the buttons against Revival, and they all take the top side down.
An enemy there with 1v3. Pop doesn't even pop the falling star move, just hangs all 3 members on the side of Revival. They're
Swirl.
pushing. Swirl.
So it has to be careful. FMM, the range is a little bit, is very far. Revival needs to start to respect this Melissa. FMM making this dream work.
Exactly, and FMM 4-0-3 right now. Looking very, very strong. If you can take a look at the items on the side of FMM, he is probably almost at full build already, right? He's already 13 minutes in, 9-9. Slate does have a nice little 5k goalie.
Yeah, I think the early game, because of the draw hit, right?
Yeah.
He falls off very tragically when it comes to the later parts and mid parts of the game. But Jawhead, I think if had Revival allowed LY4 to, kind of excel, again, you saw his average GPM is actually very high because he likes to farm up quickly and then, becoming that big bad boss in the late game.
Yep, FMM, he could push the damage. He could be the one who dished the damage. But take a look at Slate right here, James. Like you said, very well evenly spread like butter.
Yep. Of course, we should be going into showing in-game player gold. That's
Wow.
right. That 10,000 network for the side of FMM. But at the same time, Ryan, oh no, he got caught. But QDX because if they're going in, he's looking at FMM. The wall charge will go in, and not even the ultimate will be able to protect him at all. He's outputting the damage right in the back line, but Gear is coming in to save the day. The spin will go in. We'll take down 2 members for now.
It's going to be 1-4-2 right here on the side of Revival, LY4 and Ryan for the life of FMM, if you ask me. That is full worth right there. You are having a 4v3 right now and the Lord is up. You do not have a contest for the level 2 Lord right now. So Slate is the victor of this little skirmish.
Definitely, you trade away the jungler, right? The marksman is not there, that's okay, because Revival, they're stuck into base defense duty. They need to protect their base because the minions are marching in, giving Slate the opportunity to pick up that Lord.
Exactly right now. So Slate 11-10. They have a nice 5k goalie. It's still at a 5k goalie, but they do have a level 2 Lord marching down probably on the top lane right now. So Slate, they have to sync up the waves. They have to push together as a team. They have to. I think they can end this here. If they play a little bit more passive.
No, I think it's all about the high ground swirl. The positioning must be impeccable. The real world manipulation doesn't act like a feather airstrike. You can delay and buy that time. Allow the Lord to march all the way into your box. Slate can't do anything unless Slate finds a way to cancel off the real world manipulation.
The bottom wave is going to be crashing in right now, freezing the middle wave, and okay, never mind.
Yep.
The middle wave is going to be coming in
Okay.
alongside the top wave, and Slate looks like they want to take the middle wave, but Revival, they're quick to answer this.
Yep.
They're clearing away the waves.
Yeah, the defense is really good, right? Swirl, this long range is actually definitely helping, but the Lord, look at how QDX Love is baiting over to the other side of the
Wow,
turret
the Lord
instead,
walk.
constantly trying to... There's so much macro big brain plays coming up from Revival. Slate is having a little bit difficult try to, but the Purify will be propped by Swirl, so JPL won't be able to hook it all the way in, but the damage has been done by the side of Slate. Mid lane is right open, and now with Slate, we're looking at the bottom side instead, but Revival wave clear to that T.
Exactly, and Slate right now, they actually could go for the fight right there. They know Sword LY4 does not have their summoner skill right there. They do not have the Retribution. They do not have the Purify, but you do have to account for their ultimates too. The Wild Charge is still up. Real World Manipulation is still up. Unstoppable Force is still up on the side of LY4 and on the side of Revival.
QDX
the
Love.
play.
Wild Charge going in. It's now going to be 5 members from the side of Revival collapsing on 2 members of Slate. Animer, he's going to go to 4, but JBL, he comes back online. He tried to suppress, he tried to find some time, but FMN on the back line. There's no way for Revival to run this away, coming from that Mumbles, but the damage coming off a piece from a long range. We'll be able to push Slate down into the ground. With the jungle coming all the way in by FMF. We'll pick up that double kill. Gear in the way in the back line, but not enough damage to deal against 2 members.
FMM with the beast damage right there, but 3 for 2 on the side of Slate. Revival is going to be the victor of that little skirmish. Ryan, QDX Love, and Peace. QDX Love gets chased all the way down by Gear, leaving the important heroes out. And if you actually notice, JPL went in, used his ultimate to catch out onto Peace, but to no avail. There was just no follow-up. Everyone was still far away.
Yeah, Peace can be found. Like, it's really hard to find Peace. There's only wall from the side of Revival. They're really close in the early games, and they really want this. You can see in their eyes. But Slate, calm and collected. They farm out, they bide their time in the early towards the mid game. But now, during the later parts of the game, that's where Peace is also starting to hurt. Not only just JPL, but Ryan is also quite tanky. QDX Love is also quite tanky. Just look at the health bars.
Health bar are looking thick, and the more lines you see, the better your life
Yeah,
will
man.
be. Right? The more lines you see, the better your life will be. Revival looking very thick, very tanky right now. They could last in a fight, but Slate, they have a paper shredder, which is in the form of FMM on the Melissa. And Adamir too can be the one who shreds, but the main shredder is definitely gonna be Sayla and FMM.
Yeah, definitely. Those two, Sayla and FMM needs to be protected at all costs. Slate right here looking at that Lord Pit, baiting it out for Revival. But look at how Revival, this is their playground. This is the late game. They're really comfortable in this. But not to mention that, you know, this is also the Evolved Lord. Both these two teams are looking at that as their prize. If Revival takes this, this could be it for Slate. Because if you push down the bottom, I think with the help of Peace, you'll be able to crack turrets like it's butter.
Exactly, and the conceal play from JPL. Look at the speed coming out from JPL, but no engagement whatsoever.
Yeah, Revival then don't want anything for it. JPL, you know, aggressively open up the map. Revival give an arms length respecting JPL's hook and also JPL's suppression. But now, what is Slate and Revival going to do? This Mexican standoff is not going to resolve itself. Someone needs to do something.
Slate right now, I feel they should go for the nice little map control. They're trying to gain some vision on the side of them, for them, you know, on the jungle and everything, so that, you know, because on the side of Revival, they too have a conceal, and QDX Love can just come in with a wild charge and the conceal, but QDX Love gets hooked and the flicker all the way back.
Oh, QDX Love will get busted down by FMM. That's a paper shredded way we don't know and love. Swirl goes in the real one, Benediction trying to punish it, but it would not be anything at all. Only Whittle and tickle down JPL, but it's going to be Adamir coming in for the flank and gear as well. Swirl, he's looking low. The lethal counter will be there to meet his death. FMM picks up Peace as well. No more damage unit for the side of Revival right now. Slate could either end this or even take the Lord if just in case anything fails.
What a big flank coming out from Adamir and Gear. What a play coming out.
Okay, Ryan
gets damage.
Ryan, the taunt going all the way in, but Ryan is taking too much damage for now, and the immortality is going to get popped right here. Revival trying to buy for time, but Slate will be here to take the call and game number 1.
Slate takes game number 1 against Revival here with a commanding lead, but there was a really strong fight coming out from Revival. Good contest though coming out on the side of Revival too.
Yeah, and it just boils down to this, right? Slate identifies when their critical threshold is. We farm out all the way, and then once I get the necessary items, especially on FMM, they would know that they hurt. But Revival, they're not making it easy for Slate.
They're not giving any chances to.
And that is a statement coming out from Revival.
So JPL is crying. He's like, I need my tissue.
The JPL cries?
No, he doesn't.
JPL has no emotions. Come on, he's calm, cool, and collected.
Tank, catch, MM. just robotic. Tank, catch.